Now, of course, while I was over in Ukraine, seeing this, learning this, and doing it, he was being indicted for the third time, literally at the same time. As I'm walking around Ukraine, he's waltzing into a courtroom in Washington, D.C. to tell us that he's being indicted for us. For us. How lucky are we that we have such a selfless, magnanimous leader that because you know that the government was coming to get you and on their way to get you, lo and behold, they came across Donald Trump. And they said, okay, we won't get you. We'll take him for you. Except I don't think anybody in this room tonight, I suspect, invited people to come to Washington on January 6, 2021, and told them it was going to be wild. I don't suspect anybody in this room stood in front of that audience that day and told them that the 2020 election had been stolen when he knew that it hadn't. I don't suspect any of you in this room told the people gathered there that day to march to Capitol Hill and that he was going to go with them. Now, let me tell you, everybody, I've known him for 22 years. If there is the slightest danger that he would break a fingernail, he ain't going. Not going. So he went back to the safety of the White House and said, everybody up there and said, tell Mike Pence he can reverse the election. And then when he was sitting in that dining room off the Oval Office where he eats his lunch every day, he's got his well-done hamburger, and he's watching the TV and watching people lay waste to the United States Capitol. He sat there and did nothing for hours and watched it. And when Kevin McCarthy called him from Capitol Hill and said, please, Mr. President, go on TV and tell these people to leave, he said, well, Kevin, I guess they're just more upset about the stolen election than you are. Character. I don't know, everybody, whether that makes him criminally liable. I don't. And let me tell you, I don't care. It doesn't matter whether he's criminally responsible for what happened on January 6th. Under those set of facts, which he does not dispute, he is morally responsible for what happened on January 6th. And so I ask you again, is that the character of the person you want sitting behind the desk in the Oval Office?